time management is making the most of our most valuable and non-renewable resource, time. Most of us spend our days working, eating, sleeping, tending to family, and so on. Have you ever considered exactly where you spend your 24 hours each day, or 168 hours each week? And how much of that time do you spend procrastinating, or merely wasting time? Do we really know what is important and urgent? Can we meet deadlines, know our limits, and ask for help? Managing our time gives us control and it enhances our confidence. In the workplace, it improves our effectiveness and productivity. When people apply their best time management techniques, they're able to increase their productivity and efficiency, and they arrive on time and come prepared. People who manage their time well know their limits, and they ask for help when it's needed. They also avoid procrastination. They understand deadlines and constraints, and make sure the important things get done. We all know what happens when we don't manage our time well. Or do we?
Oh, man. 2 creams, 2 sugars. What time is it?
It's not bedtime, it's noon, man.
Oh, I gotta get this report done. First, I probably need some coffee, though. Is this Drew?
Big deadline?
Yeah, I gotta get this done, and I need some more coffee.
When's it due?
It's due in 25 minutes. Well, yeah, I know. I got this. It was just this party last night.
Party?
Yeah, my friend had this party last night, and it was karaoke and everything. Anyways, I'm okay. Come on, man.
What's up?
My brother, his flight is on time.
Brother?
Yeah, I told my brother I'd come pick him up from the airport, and I thought the fog would delay it a little bit so I could get this report done, and then I could go to class.
Class?
Yeah, I take this night class, it's like finances and everything, and then after the class, I have to walk this dog.
Dog?
Yeah, my girlfriend, she's out of town, I'm dog sitting, and come on, keep up, guys. Where's my coffee? Some people have no sense of time.
Ian,
What?
can I talk to you about your time management skills?
Yeah, in a minute I gotta go. I don't even know where I'm going.
Yeah, you might want to take that napkin out of your shirt.
Stop fooling around, I don't have time for this.
No, I'm serious, you're freaking me out.
How well do you manage your time? Take this short assessment to learn more. There's a law that tells us that work will expand to fill the time available for completion. In essence, Parkinson's law says that if we're given 2 hours to do a task, it's quite likely that we'll take the full 2 hours to complete the task, even though it may have actually only taken 20 minutes otherwise. Human beings are great wasters of time. We find plenty of phone calls to make, websites to check, and fires to fight. We don't say no, and we keep a messy work area. All these things keep us from doing our best, on time. There's a lot of information out there on time management, and the best approach to choose is the one that you like and that you can stick with. Here are some tried and true tips for you. There's a time management concept called eating the frog first. The concept comes from an old saying, if the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up is eat a live frog, nothing worse can happen for the rest of the day. At work, we think about the frog as the most difficult or unpleasant item on our to-do list. This is usually the task we're most likely to procrastinate on. However, when we do it first, we have an end goal to look forward to and energy to sustain us through the rest of the day. Otherwise, the frog is an energy drain when we let it sit there looming, waiting for us. Next, We need to understand the relationship between importance and urgency. Stephen Covey has a great model that helps identify where we should spend our time first. The principle is that we categorize our tasks into things that are important or not important, and things that are urgent or not urgent. Once you categorize your tasks, it makes it easier to tell where to start. Drag and drop each of these items into the quadrant you think it belongs in, and click Submit to see if you got them right. Everyone has different tools they like to use to manage their time. Click on each icon to hear more about what people like about that tool and see which might be the best fit for you. Finally, let's put all of these concepts together to help us regularly reevaluate our routines. There's a time management theory that uses rocks, pebbles, and sand to symbolize how we control and manage our priorities. If you put the sand in the jar first, and then try to fit the rocks and pebbles in, they won't all fit without overflowing. However, if you put the rocks in first, then the pebbles, and the sand in last, each will fill in the empty spaces in the jar and nothing will overflow. The rocks symbolize the big things in our lives, our top priorities. The pebbles are the second most important, and the sand is the last, the least important. The takeaway is that we always start with the big, the important, the urgent, the priority. And when we do, everything else finds its place and fits. Let's check in with our friends from the video. Click on each one to hear how each disk style approaches time management. Click Next when you're ready to move on.
Time management seems relatively straightforward to me. It's a necessary component of doing anything right, but I do need to have all the details available to me to be able to manage my time effectively. Also, I need to understand expectations up front.
Time management can be difficult for me. Time is space to me, and I need space to be sure I am thoughtful, asking the right questions, and pondering all options. I need uninterrupted time and space.
Time management is a little difficult for me. I'm spontaneous and enjoy life in the moment. I can easily get wrapped up in people and relationships and miss an appointment or be late. Oops. It's not intentional. I just prioritize people and experiences over time.
I excel at time management. Everything I do is done on time. It might appear that I'm always in a hurry and impatient, but I make quick decisions, and I'm just trying to make the best use of my time.
Stephen Covey's importance and urgency model is used by a lot of people. They find it pretty useful, and it's a good one to know. Your assignment this time is to organize your task list using this model. You'll be able to print this worksheet on the next screen. If you already have tasks on a list, write each one into its proper place on the grid. If not, then think about the things you need to do and write each one down on the grid. Then use the grid to help you choose what to do first. If you're going to get the job done, you've got to manage your time. As the old saying goes, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. In this module, we talked about 4 different time management techniques, from doing the unpleasant first to understanding how important and urgent each task is. Get a hold of whatever time management tool will work for you, and be sure to regularly reevaluate your routines and make adjustments. Take time for it. Your assignment this time is to organize your tasks using the importance and urgency grid. You can download the guide for this topic and link to some useful material from this screen. Thanks for stopping by and for making a commitment to improve your work life through learning.